Hi guys, welcome back to part 5 of owning an Astra VXR, and I'm going to discuss the running costs of owning an Astra VXR. And I need to apologise about the lighting. It's obviously night time. It's the only time I could find to film. I've been extremely busy this past week, so sorry about the shit lighting. So point number 1, insurance. I can't really tell you a price for insurance because I owned a VXR since 18, and obviously where you live, your postcode has a lot to do with the price of your insurance and your age, obviously. So my first ever car was a Corsa C. I paid about £2,000 for the insurance, which looking back now was terrible. So then I moved on to the 1.4 Astra H SXI. Had that for a few months, sold it, made profit on it, and then I brought my first Ardent Blue VXR, which I had for about a year or two, and the insurance on that was costing me about £2,000 again for the year. Just before I sold my car, while it was up for sale, I actually crashed into the back of a driver who just passed his test, slammed on his brakes and ended up straight into the back of it. Obviously it wasn't my fault, so I got that repaired, and as soon as I fixed it, because it was remapped, I'm not going to say by who, the engine blew up. So I got the engine repaired, and then I sold it because I completely lost interest in it after that. I part exchanged it for a Astra Nürburgring edition, which I had for just under a year, and it was parked outside the front of my house, and the next morning I got up and it was gone. So if you're watching this, whoever stole it, get you. Yeah. So had an argument with the insurance company about how much money they were paying out. The insurance for my Nürburgring edition at the time, I must have been about 22, was 1,500. So with the money that the insurance company paid out, I went and brought the new shape VXR, brand new. I had that for about a year again. I'm in an R-ing because I didn't really like it, but I thought if I put money into it, then I could make it what I wanted. But then I looked into pricing up everything, and the cost for an air filter was like, for the induction kit, was about £1,000. So that put me off. So then I sold that back to the dealer, and I bought another Nürburgring, which is this one. So the insurance for the new Astra that I had was about £1,000. So I sold that, bought a Nürburgring edition, and now I'm paying about £700 a year for this car. Obviously if I didn't have the crash and the car stolen, which I don't think is fair because it's not my fault that the car got stolen, but it's going against me anyway, which puts my insurance up. So that's how much the insurance is costing me. Obviously I can't tell you how much your insurance is going to cost. That depends on where you live. So let's move on to point 2. Point two, second most expensive thing in this car is the petrol. So I used to drive this car every day, 80 minutes up and down the motorway, going back and forwards to work, and I was putting in roughly £100 a week easily, maybe more. So you do need a decent amount of spare cash to run this car. If you're planning on driving it every day quite far, you need a bit of money in your pocket. I've stopped driving it so much now, so I only drive roughly about 5 minutes a day. Oh no, 10 minutes a day, back and forwards. I don't really go out in it that often. Trying to save money. And 20 quid is lasting me the week. So if you don't plan to use it much, just to either a weekend toy or just going out for a drive in it now and again, then you're going to be fine. So point three. Maintenance. So maintenance cost on this is fairly good, unless something goes wrong with it, and then everything seems to go wrong with it. So for example, right now my brakes are squeaking. I went and brought some cheap brakes from eBay, 130 quid, biggest mistake of my life. They're squeaking even more now, so I'm going to have to fork out. I'll go to Vauxhall and get the original parts. I got a quote from Vauxhall today. They wanted 419 quid for some brakes. That's not even fitting, just 419 quid. So I can go cheap again, pay a little bit more, 220 quid. But I think I'm just going to go for main dealer, spend nearly £500 and get my brakes sorted with these VXRs. To make sure you get them serviced. Oh, going down a dark road, you can't see me, haha. So when my engine blew up, I had on my original VXR, I had it serviced, but I didn't change the spark plugs in it because I thought they were okay. 2 days later, the tip of the spark plug falls into the engine and damages everything in the engine, so I had to get the whole engine rebuilt. So I've learned from my mistake, and I always service my car. So point number 4, 5, can't remember, I've lost count, is tyres. You can buy, I don't know if the class cheap budget tyres, which for this car you can probably pick them up for about 60 quid, but I wouldn't recommend putting them on. If you're going to put some tyres on this car, always go for a decent pair of tyres. Always do your research. If you look online on the forums, look what other people are putting on their cars, because normally there's good advice on websites, on the forums. I normally put Dunlop or Michelin on my cars, just to be on the safe side, especially in these cars. They've got so much power going to the front wheels. If you put budget tyres on, it's just going to eat through them, and when you put your foot down, you're just going to wheel spin, because they have terrible grip. So my advice is always put decent tyres on your car, because otherwise you're not going to get anywhere. So another issue, or something to look out for if you're buying one of these cars, is to check the gearbox before you buy it. So when you're driving, if you put it in, I think it's first gear or second gear, when you pull away, if the gear stick moves, there's a gearbox issue. And then depending how far the gearbox has gone, it's probably going to cost you between £1,000 to £2,000 to get that fixed. So always take them out for a test drive, always check the gear stick, it doesn't move, and then you'll be good to go. But if you see that sign or the gear stick slipping out, then be wary of the car, because that's not something you really want to get on top of the cost of the car yourself. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone that's subscribed again. So if you keep sharing and liking and commenting below anything you would like to know about the VXR, just put it in the comment section below. And once we hit that 100,000 subscribers, I'll put a video up about the competition that I'm going to do. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.